Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we got some more shards from the Venture Mining Company for Crank Fizzlebub. Today, we are going to be heading off to Grumgall to continue questing in Stranglethorn Vale. So let's hop on a wyvern here and make our way out.
Strength.
And we're looking for a couple of dungeons right now. I queued up before I started the video. Wasn't able to find any, but we do have some people here looking for group. So maybe we'll get into a dungeon today, maybe we will not. And yeah, I should have an Illidan and an Archimonde kill coming up soon. Just finished uploading both, just need to wait for them to render. It was fun doing those raids and killing those bosses. And it's nice to be raiding again. Even though I need a little bit more gold so I can, I don't know, be at my best. Raiding does cost a bit of gold, so you gotta farm a little bit, which is fine. So who are we looking for here? Nimboya and Kinwele. Okay, so let's have a chat with them.
Greetings, man.
Headhunting. We must find Yaniku. We must find if Yaniku is dead. Slay the Bloodscalp hunters and take from them their shrunken heads. You must gather many heads, and I will inspect them to make sure Yaniku's head is not among them. And if Yaniku was killed by the Bloodscalps, then may a 600-year curse fall on the spirit of their chief, Ganzula. Go, Travadin. You may find many hunters in the ruins of Zuldaya and Zulkunda along the coast to the north.
Spirits be with you, man. Relax.
Hello, the spirits say you're here to aid my chief. Say it loud, they do. I was sent to Grumgall to aid Nimboya on his quest, but I too have reasons for being here. The Bloodscalp tribe is enemy to our tribe. Collecting trophies of our enemies gives us power over them. You may aid our tribe by hunting our enemies. They dwell to the north. Slay Bloodscalp trolls and take from them their bloody bone necklaces. Collect many, and your reward will be great. Later, man. Alright, so let's do this. Looks like we're going to be slaying some trolls today. I don't think we'll be able to finish both quests, but we'll put a dent. We'll put a dent in them. And I think we'll finish one at least. Depends. We'll see which one we finish first. And, yeah, it's crazy how much raid comp matters in TBC raiding. We had a paladin. We usually run with 3 paladins. Yesterday we only had 2, and we were missing a might buff, and it really affected our melee DPS damage. And then our kills were slower, and everybody who was melee DPS had pretty bad parses. So it's interesting to see how comp is such a big deal in TBC. Like, if you don't have like the 4 shamans, I mean 5 shamans, shaman for each group, it's probably brutal. Missing out on Bloodlust would be terrible as well. All the buffs you get from like small classes, like even my rogue, like missing my rogue is not a big deal. But then you do have that means your warriors have to keep Sunders up. Which is not that big of a deal, but the warriors do take a hit from that, that's for sure. Because the rogues put up exposed armor, which is the best armor debuff you can put on the boss in the game. Yeah, comp is a big deal in TBC rating. I think that changes though. in Wrath of the Lich King. Because in Wrath, a lot of the abilities become raid-wide. Or buffs become raid-wide instead of group only. And I think that's why composition is such a big deal in TBC, because mainly just because of the buffs being group only, and then Wrath taking it to being raid wide allows you to have a little bit more flexibility in your composition. I think that's why they did that. Like, the funny thing is, in TBC there's a good melee group where you have like a Feral Druid to give you the, I believe, the crit buff or something like that. Okay, here's the Headhunters here. I think these guys have the heads. And then there's like a bad melee group. And you want like a warrior, I believe, in each group as well. For Battle Shout. Obviously you want a Shaman for Lust. And Wind Fury Totem. And the thing about me is my buff that I give, the debuff, armor debuff, is pretty much raid wide. You know, but it helps only melee. Or physical damage dealers, I should say. Yeah, I found that kind of interesting. About TBC. And I think the raids would be so much harder if you just didn't follow the comp meta, the composition meta. The casters even have the same thing. Like there's a warlock group that has a boomkin in it, and the boomkin and I think an elemental shaman. And they all buff each other up. I think the boomkin gives spell hit. The elemental shaman gives something as well that I don't really remember. And then the warlocks have their give their own debuffs, or like buffs depending on the spec that they are. And then there's a mage, Ellie shaman, shadow priest group. Shadow Priest gives off spell weaving, which helps, I think, it's more than just a party, it's the entire raid that does shadow damage. I think the elemental shaman just increases spell damage, I think, some sort of way. And Shadow Priests also give a damage buff, I believe. Can't believe I forgot what it is. But it's even used in retail. They give off a pretty nice damage buff. And I think the people in their party also have a better mana regen as well. There's many headhunters here. Let's have a drink. But yeah, if you want to run a raid in TBC, you really need to fish for certain classes. And I think that's the interesting part about it. Like, if you play a shaman, you will find a raid so easy in TBC. Like, some raids have like 5 to 6 shamans. Just because they bring so much to the raid. They really are like the master class of TBC, I would say. Well, for PvE. I think for PvP, rogues are considered the most OP. Stuns are just ridiculous, and they have Cloak of Shadows on a 1-minute cooldown, which is ridiculous as well. Again, any caster like hates playing against a rogue. Like, even in retail, I think it's at like 2 minutes. And then the undead having Will of Forsaken it's pretty brutal for casters. pretty damn bad. We'll keep fight. I guess we'll fight this guy here. But yeah, I'm getting my druid going as well. Flag carrier's slowly getting up there. Having fun playing resto. I haven't healed in World of Warcraft in a long time. And we should be doing a Karazhan soon. That's one of the things I want to do on my druid this week. To do a Karazhan on Flag Carrier. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Some loot that I actually want to get in there as well. I think Resto Druid healing is like my favorite, even though I've healed as a paladin. It's not bad. I just like hots. Putting up hots and just chilling, managing your hots. Is that a headhunter too? It's a Beastmaster. I keep forgetting to change the keybinds. Make sure I do that at the end of the episode. Seems like the Bloody Bone necklaces will be harder to get, even though you can get them off of like really any troll. Shrunken heads seem to drop pretty consistently, as long as we keep fighting against the headhunters. I wonder if the hunters drop them. Check that out. This guy's trolling back and forth. They got necklaces. So most of the hunters are up here. We'll check over here to see if we can find some headhunters. Hunter, Mystic, Hunter, Mystic. Looks like this Mystic over here. We got another hunter. Can't really miss. Scout, hunter. Damn it. That orc warrior coming here really put an end to me farming heads. Slayed a lot of the headhunters. Kind of rare. Another hunter here. I guess we'll fight this guy. And we'll take a peek over here to see if they got any headhunters. Just two-shot that troll. Yeah, it's just a lot of mystics and hunters. So the headhunters are all up here. They're at the top. So we'll bring this guy along. Oh my gosh, this guy got destroyed. There's that warrior. It looks like he left. There you go, Witch Doctor. I wonder if they hold heads. Witch Doctors usually hold on to heads. No, just some boots. Can't believe we're hitting these guys for like 60% of their health. It's pretty crazy. Where the headhunters at? There's one. It's a berserker and everything. These guys are hella rare. I didn't think they'd be that rare. Maybe we will get the necklaces done first. If I can't find headhunters, then yeah, we won't be. Get rid of that. Is that a headhunter? Yep, get that guy. Very rare troll right here. It's kind of weird. They have like one-handed axe. Oh, we got 3 heads right there. So yeah, if you do find one, tend to drop a lot of heads. There's another one that just spawned. That's good. Get him! Let's heal up. Try to pull this guy over here. Hopefully we don't pull any mystics. Pull them back a bit because they like to run. There we go, we got 2 heads. Getting a lot of pages as well. I think clearing out the trolls here is the best because then we may get headhunters. I think that's a witch doctor. Get rid of this earth crab totem. Oh yeah, it's a witch doctor. So any of the berserkers, like, is that a 2-hander? Yeah, 2-handed axe. This mace does insane damage. We gotta get a better weapon on my shaman. My shaman does like really good damage too, but this weapon's not even close to the one we have on the paladin. Thinking about going dual wield on the shaman. Supposedly it's pretty damn good. There we go. We're starting to find a couple of headhunters here. Like how these guys don't run. Alright, a couple more heads to go. Looks like the drop rate on these heads is pretty damn good. Let's have a drink and we'll go in here and we'll have a fight with Nezalok, the Dyer, and the Blood Scalp Headhunter. We're doing alright on the necklaces. We got 12 out of 25. Which is not too bad. I think we'll deal with the Headhunter first and then we'll deal with Nezalok. Nezalok hits pretty damn hard. Holy. Come on, hit him. Hit him hard. You might need to bubble. Got one hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, play on hands. Had to click that. Nezalok almost put us down. Stun him here. Drop the hammer. And then we'll just swing for our lives. That's good, he likes to run. Didn't give us anything. This guy's Nezalok. All he has is a couple silk cloth on him. I guess they don't give him stuff because people would just farm him for loot. And he's not an elite, so it is what it is. Alright, so let's get this headhunter here. We only need 4 more heads. I think we should get that soon. Okay. Get this other headhunter here. We'll take a picture of everything. Alright. So this will fight you. Still have our vengeance stacks, which is nice. Or we can hold on to those. I guess I should show the health, why not? Makes it a little bit better. There we go, we got 2. Bags are probably full. Yeah. Almost. Picking up a lot of junk. And we need 1 more head, so we need to find the final headhunter here. There he is. fight this berserker as well. We'll kill the headhunter. Get another might on us. There we go, we're done with the shrunken heads. Alright, so let's make our way back to Nimboya and Kinwele. I think we'll eventually finish this necklace quest. We're halfway there. I think we'll have some more quests to do here in Zulkunda. See if we get knocked off our mount from this lightning bolt. Nope. Dodged it. Love how you can, like, dodge a lightning bolt. Zombie guy. It's a funny name for a warlock. An undead warlock, that is. I think we're okay on herbs. I wonder what our herbalism's at. 151. You know what's funny? My level 22 Night Elf Rogue has like pretty close herbalism to this to our paladin. I think it's like 138 or something like that. The thing is, we really care about survival on that character, so I think that's why we put a little bit more time into grinding our professions. Yeah, we didn't get any invites to any of these dungeons. There are a couple people looking for some, but I guess no one wants to be the leader to make a group, which I don't blame them. It can be a pain.
You come get the voodoo.
Travadin, I fear for our chief's son. Do you have the shrunken heads so I may inspect them? Thank you, Travadin. I will inspect these heads to ensure poor Yuniku was spared the headhunter's axe. That's pretty rough. So we got a strength stand bracer here. It's a little bit better. More damage, that's for sure.
You be careful.
Problem is it's male. For both male. Guess we'll put it on, why not? More damage is always nice. And we will hearth back to Booty Bay. We should hit level 42 soon, I believe. Looking forward to that.
Hey,
Sell some junk here. Clearly picked up a lot of junk. Soulbound two-handed mace. Got a lot of BOEs to sell. Soulbound wrists we'll get rid of. Ham steaks, hams. Lantern. All these pages that we'll never use. A couple shrunken heads that we can just get rid of. Platinum disc we need to turn in. Tiger meat. Another BOE we'll just throw right here. Yeah, we got a lot of junk. Pick up a lot of junk when you're STV, I guess. Got a Warsong Gulch. Throw that in the bank. It's actually good to, if you're into PvP, like, even though you don't get XP, like, you can collect these Warsong Gulch, like, all the marks of honor. You can get up to 100. And then when you hit 70, you can actually get a pretty good PvP set. My buddy's farmed over 70,000 honor and had like over 100 of each mark of honor, I believe it's called, or yeah, the marks of honor for like Arathi Basin, Warsong Gulch, AV, all that stuff. I don't think you got AV though. AV, I think you need to be 70 to actually get into those. But yeah, he did pretty good, and when he hit 70, he had like a pretty solid set. So it's a thing you could do. It obviously take you longer to get to 70, but at least when you get there, you'll have some nice loot waiting for you. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.